welcome to my channel. I want to invite you that if you haven't already subscribed to belong to my channel, that you go ahead and do so. That way you'll get advance notices of the videos. Now right now, we are live somewhere in Arkansas. We just left a rest area, actually. We had stopped at an overlook thinking that it would be a magnificent place to live stream, but that didn't exactly happen. It actually turned out to be pretty noisy, and like the whole thing about an overlook, which implies a view, just wasn't happening for us. So now we're back on the road. I had promised some folks that I would be on at 8 o'clock, but I messed up, and I'm so sorry because what I forgot is I'm actually an hour behind myself, which puts it at 9 o'clock Eastern instead of 8. So bear with me here, folks. I'm still recovering from the school semester and stress overload to the max. We've had a magnificent time on this trip, though. I got to tell you, this is the best getaway at the end of the semester when you're like really, really stressed and you can't see straight. Plan a vacation. Hey, Brian Perez is here. Says, hey Gayle, I have to leave, but I wanted to say hello. Hi Brian, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Are you ready for summer where you are? I hope so. I'm just kind of glad to get rid of the snow and of course all the stuff for school. Brian says it's hot. Yeah, it's warm where we are now, but it's going to be kind of hot later on. So as we go further into our travels, it's going to warm up. So how do you define hot? Is hot 75? Oh, Brian says summer is already here for him. Okay. We still have spring. Our temperatures at home weren't bad, but it's going to be 100 degrees where we're going in a few days and maybe higher than that. Fortunately, at least it's not cold. I thought the cold was never going to go away this year. How about you, John?
Yeah, that was a very cold and gloomy spring, but pretty weather has arrived.
Yeah, Brian has to go. Brian, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great evening. Oops. Got Tomlin here curled up next to me. Say hi, Tomlin. No? Okay. He's not been into the whole camcorder thing lately. Go figure. So tomorrow we're going to talk about service dogs at around noon. And I don't know where yet because when you're on the road, you're not sure where you're going to be. And so it's going to be a mystery, a well-kept secret even from me, so I can't share it with you because I don't know. But at least on the road. And Tomlin over here, he's having a good time. And we have done the neatest thing today. I'm going to make a video which will be up actually in several days because I've got to get with the program here. The video, listen, we actually stopped at Bass Pro Shop in the Pyramid in Memphis. It was incredible. Of course, Bass Pro is always just, it defies explanation. It's part store, it's part bass boats, it's part outdoor stuff. It's just amazing. But the really cool thing is like the museum type stuff, and they had this stream going around inside that had the alligator. Oh. Yeah, soon. And here's the bin got today. Little bit of color starting to form on the sky there. That's always nice to see. So I can't believe I messed up in the time zone. 8 o'clock. What was I thinking? Oh well. So yeah, there's not much going on with me except we're driving down Interstate 40 heading west. Should be neat. I guess we're going to stop tonight probably at a Walmart or a truck stop, something like that. And then a couple of stops for tomorrow should be interesting. Taking advantage of the van. Okay, ignore my pile of stuff in the back. You know, normally I keep it neater than that, but I just was too tired last night when we were packing, or this morning rather, when we were packing up. So, hello, whoever just came in, welcome. So anyway, everything out that's out is still a mess. But we did get to spend the night at a rest area. Now, here's something that we found out, okay? A lot of the rest areas, at least the ones in Tennessee, have imposed a 2-hour limit on staying there. But if you talk to the security and explain what you're doing, so far we've not had a security officer that's turned us down at all. So when we talked to him at the rest area last night, we explained, you know, hey, you know, we need a few hours of sleep. So you guys are going to listen later. Check them out. Happy Trails Hiking says, yay, your big trip. No, it's not missions. We're actually going to go see some family out in New Mexico. My daughter lives out there, so we're going to go harass her for a week. And Tiger is a Rose is in. Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy Trail says, sweet, even better. Yes, ma'am. So, you know, we raise our kids. At some point in time, it comes your turn to bother them as much as they bothered us. This is my time to shine. So we're going to do that. Tigers of Rose says, I've been doing a lot better than I have been. Good. Happy Trails Hiking says, how old is your daughter? She's married. She is 28. I was drawing a blank. Thank you. My husband over here was helping me. Say hi, husband.
Hello.
So I totally forgot. Sorry about that. Daughter, when you see this, don't hold it against me. You know my math skills are legendary. And so's my Swiss cheese memory. You do not look old enough to have a 28-year-old daughter. Woo! I love you, Happy Trails. I'm telling you. I appreciate that. But I am. If I look younger, it's just camera trick, makeup. I don't know, but I'll take it. But yeah. I'm also old enough to have a 30-year-old daughter. But, you know, my theory on aging was actually changed a few years ago. A woman was explaining to me about her mother and how, I want to say, her mother was around 100 or over 100. I can't remember now. And she said that her mother's thinking is that people collect things. They collect all kinds of stuff to sit on the shelves and whatnot. So her mother's theory is that she is collecting birthdays. And I thought that was so cool. That she wanted to have enough birthdays to, quote, get the full set. So I just thought that was a neat way to look at getting older. What about you guys? How do you all look at it? Happy Trails Hiking says, I think I will collect birthdays too. There you go. Tiger, how about you? I know you've had some health struggles lately. And I have to apologize for kind of falling off the planet with school and stuff and not checking up on you as I should have. some other things. It's just been really rough. Happy Trails Hiking says, we want to live our middle ages as fun as we can. Yes, ma'am. I am right there with you. I don't understand people who can't just relax and get out there, whether it's on your porch, whether you're going across town or on kind of a big trip. I don't understand people who don't feel like they can do that. So happy trails. I'm glad you're grabbing it. I certainly am. I'm dragging hubby along, whether he wants to or not.
Oh, and having fun.
Tell him if he wants to or not. Liz is hard. He's tired. We went to Bass Pro Shop today, and I must have been asked about a zillion times if they could pet the puppy. And I ain't saying no, but sometimes one little girl came up and she just threw her arms around Tomlin and she just dug her head in his neck. And when that happens, how do you say, don't pet the service dog without feeling like the Grinch? She was probably about 3. And Happy Trails Hiking says, we love grabbing the bull by the horns and having as many adventures as we can. Yes, ma'am. And I like following your adventures. I like watching your channel and keeping up with you and the camping that you do and the firesides and your pups and everything. I like seeing that. We need more happy time channels. Yeah. I do. Mitten Hack says, oh my God, hey Gayle. Hey Mitten, how are you? And yes, Happy Trails, I do make sure that I explain. It just really helps. I think sometimes it's better that because they understand that dogs are friendly and approachable, and it's not somebody just fussing or cuddling the service dog. So it really helps. Happy note is not letting me respond by chat. Tiger is a rose says it keeps freezing on me. And Mitten Hack says, yeah, same as Happy Trails. Okay. Well, we're driving, so we may have some signal issues. Yeah, it's probably, I agree, Mitten Hacks. I agree. And I'm sorry. So, it's also getting darker, I'm noticing. Am I back now? They are driving, so it could be a bad connection. Could be. I'm thinking it's a bad connection. But I usually get some kind of notice, and my stream says it's fine. And Happy Trail says it's getting darker, and yeah, barely. Can you turn on the light? Whoa! We'll turn on the inside light. Did that help? Looks like I'm kind of orangey. Happy Trail says I'm pixelated but back. Okay. I'll just stay on here a couple of more minutes then, and we'll cut the stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm orange. It's this overhead light there. So. We can hear you at least. Okay. My mom always told me I had a big mouth, so I'm glad you can hear me. Tiger is a rose said, LOL. There you go. Happy Trail says, the color is not a problem. I hope you have safe trips. Good. Thank you. Mitten Hack says, well, Gayle, I'm sorry I can't stay, but I hope you have a great and safe trip. Thanks, Mitten Hacks. I want to hear about your trip, too. It looked like it was going to be a lot of fun. I saw some photos on Instagram of you in the air. Oh, it's great to get away. Mitten Hack says it wasn't fun. Oh no! And Happy Trail says we have some big things coming this summer, which is going to be awesome. And Mitten Hack says I hated it. Oh no, Mitten Hacks, what happened? Happy Trails, I hope you're going to have a lot of hikes and things. And Happy Trails says, yes, I hope you have a great trip this time. I'm planning on it. And you know, the last trip worked out okay once we kind of got, you know, down to the beach and squared away, where I didn't have to worry about Tomlin getting attacked all the time. That was such a relief. And Mitten says, a lot. I just didn't like it there, but now I'm back in the U.S. Good. It's always nice to come back home on a big trip. And Happy Trails Hiking says we're going to so many national parks. Awesome! Hey, do you have your national park passport book? If so, don't forget to get it stamped. I had to break down and get a second one. I love my national park passport book because it gives me a good record. And sometimes my husband and I will have a disagreement and about where we've been, and I can pull out my parks book and check it. Oh, good. Happy Trail says we do. That is my souvenir. Awesome. And Mitten says, oh, Gayle, I almost forgot. I had to get a new number, but I still got your old number. Okay, great, because I had to get a new phone, so I don't have anybody's old numbers. They did not transfer over. So if you just want to email it to me or whatever, that'd be great. I'm working on putting together a text message announcement thing, but I don't know if enough people are going to be interested in it to make it worthwhile. So we'll see. I hope so anyway. I'm pretty much going to be going full-time on YouTube this summer. So I'm going to be looking into lots of different things. And I'm looking at backing off on school in the fall. So that'll give me more time to be full-time on YouTube. Oh, Happy Trail says the stream is much clearer now. Yay! I am so glad. That makes my day. And Mitten says, I'll be interested always. Mitten, you're a doll. Thank you. And I am glad to know that stream is clearing up.
Must have picked up a different talent.
Okay, I just got a flash thing on my phone. Thank you, Mitten. Oh, wow. Happy Trail says, I'm starting full-time once my teaching contract is over for this year. Watch out, national parks. She's coming. Mitten Hack says, yay. I'm happy. Thank you, Mitten. Okay. Congratulations on taking the plunge, Happy Trails. It feels kind of weird not to have, you know, I don't know, a different schedule. Part of it's because of coming off of the semester. It's exciting though. Lots of good things. And Mitten, you get to follow us, which we're glad of, so yay. Happy Trail says, yes, we're happy about that. Hoping to spend more time as a family. You go, girl. Family is the most important thing. And if you can have a good family, you are well blessed. And if you can't, and you can have a family of close friends, you're still very well blessed. And Mitten says, But if you ever want to add me to a group, I'll always stay around. Okay. To a group of YouTubers, or help me out here. What kind of group are you thinking about? A text group or YouTubes? And thank you for being willing to stay around. Oh, anything. Mitten, thank you. You are so nice. And Happy Trail says, working 80 to 90 hours a week was not good for our family. This should help a lot. I bet it will. Now, it's gonna take some getting used to. I know it is on my end, and the whole family's not having to be in on it. Just me, my husband, and the dog. And the dog's not gonna care. As long as he's with me and he gets his favorite things to munch on. Tiger says, oh, where'd you go? Wait a minute. Tiger says she's lost. Wait a minute, I see Mitten's note. Here we go. Tiger says, I would go full time, but my kids take up most of my time. Plus, we just added an apple chihuahua to the family. Aww, those are so cute. Happy Trail says, we are excited at this point. We are almost to 1K. Yay! Now, if YouTube would just go ahead and quickly get back on with the monetization, that would be a huge helpful thing. I had to reapply. It makes me so mad because when they introduced it early, they invited my channel to participate, and then they got all this new stuff, and I had almost made it, but didn't quite. And so now I'm just waiting for them to get back with the program here and get them all approved again. And Mitten Hack says, literally me. Okay, Mitten. Well, we're glad you're here. Hey, Polynesian Vlogger says, hey, Gayle, blessings and support. Thank you, Polynesian Vlogger. Good to see you. I don't know if you know Mitten Hacks and Happy Trails and Tiger is a Rose, but you do now. Hey guys, this is Polynesian Vlogger, sorry. And no problems, thank you. Yeah, Polynesian, we've got a great group of people here. And you guys, don't forget, give me a big like if you like the channel. And Polynesian Vlogger says, hello all. And Mitten Hack says, nice to meet you, I'm Mitten. So Happy Trails, I'm excited that you're going to be traveling so much and you're going full time too. Yeah, I sat down at the beginning of the year and wrote my business plan for the channel. That was weird. Because you know, when you call people and talk to them for help on a business plan, they're all aboard. But then when you tell them it's a YouTube channel, they're like, what? And they kind of fall apart. And Polynesian Vlogger says, nice to meet you, Mitten Hacks. And Polynesian, I'm actually out on the road, and so that's why I look so orangey. It's the light from above, the interior light up here in the car. And Mitten says, I don't know how to go on with this. Just nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm awkward in social situations. Mitten, you're doing great. I mean, when you're on a live stream like that, I mean, you're doing great. And Polynesian Vlogger says no worries. But Mitten, you know, I always have a very supportive group of people here. Once in a while, I'll run across somebody that's not quite supportive, but so far they've not been in the chat rooms. They've only been like on comment sections of my videos. Oh, I think we're getting closer to Oklahoma. Mitten says, thanks, yay, I try to keep people happy. I appreciate that, Mitten, but don't forget, the peoples you need to keep the happiest is yourself, okay? So that's what really matters. Being positive and productive in society means a lot, and making yourself happy by being productive, that's everything. Because if you don't have your self-worth as a person, then you don't have anything. But here's the deal. If you don't have your self-worth, that's when you can build. Like if you don't have a lot of confidence, then there's a lot of things you can do that will boost your confidence, like coming into the rooms like this, hanging out, being positive, looking for positive things to do, you know, and just kind of looking around and saying, okay, this is a bad situation. If you're in a bad situation, and I'm not saying that you are or aren't, but like, okay, I'm just going to pick on myself because I can do that. But like coming out of class the other day, I was getting toward the end of the semester. I had 5 essays and 2 papers due, and I came out of this and my self-esteem was like the pits. Oh, Happy Trail says exactly. And Mitten says, Gayle, you should write a book about this. Yeah, actually, I've been told that before. I guess that'll be my next book, right? So, but anyway, on that day that it was like the day from, I don't want to say because I don't want to get banned from YouTube, but the day from the very bad place, you know, I just looked around and I'm like, okay, what is positive about today? And you know, the only thing I could think of was the very thing I was fussing about, and that is I'm back in school. And I'm like, okay, I got that. Because if I wasn't back in school and I wasn't trying to better myself, I wouldn't have that bad day at that moment. And you know, that actually helped turn it around. Happy Trails is offering the word. Yes, Hades, that's a good one. And Mitten Hack says, you're very inspirational. Thank you, Mitten. I don't really set out to be an inspiration. I've just had a lot of really deep crap happen to me in my life. And, I mean, you name it, it's probably happened. And, or, you know, and, yeah, you just kind of, you learn to roll with the punches. Because if you don't roll with the punches, then those punches are going to roll you. So, look for those bright moments. They do happen. But sometimes you have to really look for them. And Mitten Hack says, and those people are meanies. Yes, there are some meanies in the world, but here's the thing. My shoulder's hurting, gotta switch. But here's the thing about the meanies. There are more good people in the world than there are bad people. It's just that the stupid bad people get most of the headlines. But there's a lot of really good people, you know? Like right now in the headlines, there is news about a police officer who dove in and bought groceries for somebody at Walmart who was a little bit short on funds. And I've actually seen that happen. So, and I've seen it happen several times. So finally, that's making headlines. So, and I think that if there was some way to count the number of times that things like that happen, I really feel like it would way, way, way go beyond the bad stuff. It's just the bad stuff's what you hear about. And Happy Trails has got a great point, saying that meanies are the ones that we can ignore and get better from. That's true. That's true. And you know, I like to say, and I try to remember, that those people who are being mean and doing bad things, there is one thing that's worse than dealing with that. and that would be being them. That's actually worse than dealing with them, because we can change how we look at them. We can feel sorry for them, or we can be compassionate, but chances are they're not going to change who they are. So we have to do we are on how we deal with it. Benton says, also, Gayle, this summer I'm not going to be in Florida. Okay. Okay, I hope you're going to get to do something fun. Happy Trail says they don't want us to be happy because they aren't enjoying life. That's true. And if they're not enjoying life and they're not fulfilling their dreams, then they're not going to help anybody else fulfill theirs. They're just going to be tearing everybody down. And Tiger says, I agree. I learned, hey, I don't want to be like you from mean people. I do too. And actually, I kind of think that's their function in society. We can look at those meanies, and it sometimes, I think for some people, it can cause them to dig deeper to be better because they see the examples of the crappy individuals. And Mitten Hack says, yeah, it's sad. And Happy Trails is agreeing with both Mitten and Tiger. Yep. So it's rough. But the good news is that there's always another day. Every sunrise is a chance for it to be better. Now, Mitten, speaking of better, are you where the lava is flowing? Because you had told me once you were in Hawaii, and I'm just hoping you're not on the big island where the lava is. Sadly, no, that's the big island. What do you mean, sadly, no, you're not on it? I'm glad you don't have to worry. I'm glad that you're safe. Happy Trails says, as a teacher, I've enjoyed teaching teens to deal with life situations like this. Mitten Hack says, I need the pics. Okay. I got you. You need the pictures. Gotcha. Yeah, Happy Trails, you are dead on. Those are life lessons we all need to learn. That is, we can roll with whatever. I remember this was a few years ago, but not long after I'd had surgery for my foot drop when my foot quit working. I had to go in for physical therapy, and I was like feeling like the pits. I was so frustrated that my leg quit working, and that I was having to like relearn how to make the whole walking step and whatnot. And I was so frustrated. I was so angry about it. And so I went in for physical therapy, and there was this guy who was diabetic, major health problems, and he had lost his leg, and he was like he was happy, he was singing, and I mean, it was just amazing. And so he already had no leg, and so what had happened was on his other leg, they had to do some kind of amputation. I don't remember if it was his foot or if it was below the knee, but he was in there and he was singing, and he's like, I'm going to be positive today. And I was like, okay, I only have a 1 foot issue. Suddenly it didn't seem so bad. Not that it's good, don't hear me say that, but comparatively it was a lot better that day. And Mitten says, we're having excitement here, we're almost 1K. That is awesome. I think it'll be tonight. Do you think you'll run over the 1K mark? I hope so. And Mitten says, yep, at Happy Trails Hiking, will you please be my teacher? I need someone like you as my teacher. Yeah, Mitten Hacks, I think we all do. Have you seen her videos? She is awesome to watch because she's just got this calm manner about her. And Tiger is a Rose is another good one to watch because she's really mild-mannered too. And Mitten says, you make my heart happy. Thank you for that. You're sweet. Happy Trail says, not tonight. We have about 25 to go. Well, maybe. And when we get off here and I can use my phone, I'll tweet it out. I don't know if it'll help or not, but, you know, it can't hurt. Mitten says, no, but she needs to be up here at my school. I thought you were being homeschooled. Whoa. That was a big pothole. Almost dropped the phone. Sorry about that. Okay. Yay, I just got a text saying that I have been selected to win some grand prize that I didn't even know I entered, which means I didn't, and it's a scam. And Mitten Hack says, I stopped that. It was way too difficult. It's really tough to homeschool and do it well. It's, you know, I was on the end of being in the teacher role because when we homeschooled my daughter, but it was hard, it was expensive, it was also, for us, for me, it was worth it, but I don't know, she didn't like it, but she did fine. And Happy Trail says, LOL, no one who knows me would call me mild-mannered. Well, that's the way you come across on your videos, just that you're real calm, real steady, real smooth. There's, you know, if you have a difficulty, it just rolls off your back. That's the way you come across in your videos. And Tiger says, what does mild-mannered mean anyway? Well, to me, it just means that you're just real calm. You don't freak out easy. You don't get upset easy. It just seems that you have, both of you guys have this really calm, cool persona. At least that's the way it looks like on YouTube. I know, Tiger, sometimes, you know, you have things going on with the kids who are absolutely darling. But, I mean, you just seem so calm about things, both of you guys. And Mitten says, it's not me. Well, Mitten, it might be you. As far as, like, being calm, I mean. But homeschooling is tough from either end of it. Oh, yay, I got the exact same message again. I'm so glad that they really want me to collect this prize. Yeah, but not the message. Okay. Okay. So Tiger, Happy Trails is gearing up for a good summer. And Mitten's gearing up for a good summer. I hope you are too. My husband says he's gearing up for a good summer.
Yep. It's going to be a great summer.
Yay. I think I just cut you. No, I know I did. I put my finger over the button. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. It'll be a good summer.
It'll be a good summer. I'll just keep him cut off. And Mitten says, and Tiger is a Rose and Happy Trails Hiking, I subscribe to both you guys. Yay! Tiger says, I'm just hoping for a relaxing summer. Hey, Tiger, that is like #1 on my book for a great summer. And Mitten Hack says, I just saw you a second ago. I know you were here. Okay. Mitten Hack says, well, Gayle, I hope you have a great summer too. Thank you. And Tiger says, at Mitten Hacks, thanks. So, look, I'm going to have to go in a few minutes, guys. I think we're getting fairly close to Oklahoma here. And I promised my husband that at Oklahoma, I would take over the driving. Yay! So I'm always glad to do that. So, we've had a couple of really near-miss things happen today that made the driving a little rough. We did okay. But you know, when you're driving, you always got to be watching out for that other guy. And if we hadn't been, it would have been really bad. Benton says, well, please, just please be safe. Benton, we're doing the best we can. Nobody wants a problem. So we are. But you know, when you're driving, you're on the road, so you always have to be, you know, on top of things. And fortunately, we were. So I think we're a couple of miles out, I guess. Maybe. All right, we are just about 2 miles out, so I am going to let y'all go, but I appreciate you hanging out. Benton says, yeah, cough, here, cough. Yeah, I got your number. It's okay. But I want to thank you guys all for hanging out and being here tonight. You guys are awesome. Herfords is in just as I'm fixing to leave. No! Hi, Steve. Well, Gayle, have a great trip. That's what Mitten says. Thank you. I am, and I will. Herfords, I was just about to wrap up, but I am so glad to see you. I hope things are going well. Tigers of Rose says, take care. Thanks, Mitten. I'm going to hang around just another minute. So if we get to Oklahoma, you'll just have to hold on because Steve came and I want to say hi to him. He says, I'll watch this again. Now I'll hang around for just a minute and talk to you. What it is we're on the road and we're traveling Arkansas to Oklahoma, and I had promised my husband I would take over the driving when we get to Oklahoma. But I want to touch base with you since it's been a while, so. Minton Hack says, well, good night. Good night, Minton. Thank you for coming and hanging in. So, Mr. Herforth, has life been good? And are you expecting a good summer? Because I really hope so. How long have you been on? I've been on 45 minutes so far. I had actually said I would be on at 8, but I made a mistake. And so I've been looking at the clock, and then I realized that, oh yeah, I'm in a wrong time zone. So that was a problem. Oh wow. Yeah. I was going to be on longer, but that was a whoops on my end. I'm just about ready for my hourly smoke. Okay. All right, well, I'll let you get to. I just wanted to check with you for a second since you came in. And you smoke once per hour. Okay. You're entitled. You know, you only live once, and you are entitled. You know, so there you go. Well, we're going to be crossing it here. It's hard for me to do. Oh, are you saying that you're only smoking once? It's hard for you to do? Changing whenever I move my hand. This is probably not a bad thing. Maybe if I keep my hand here, it won't look so orange. Yeah, I was smoking 50 cigarettes per day. Wow. So you've really cut back at going for one. That's awesome. I reduced it to 16. Even awesomer. I know that's really hard, but But look at your progress. I'm like, wow. And he says, I used to smoke while watching videos. That I can understand that. I sure can. Okay, well, hubby's over here saying I am going to have to take over the driving for him, so I hate to do this. I'm going to have to go, but I appreciate you coming in, and I'm glad to know about your progress with the smoking, because I think that's freaking awesome, and I mean that. Steve, I've seen friends that have reduced their smoking habits, and it was really, really hard, so I'm going to be pulling for you on that. So keep on going. Thanks, you guys. Now I can take over the driving for my husband. We're now in Oklahoma. And thank y'all for watching. I'll see you out about and online. So you all have a good night. You're welcome, Steve. Glad to support you. Take care. Bye-bye.